What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Movement6, and before we start, a huge thank you for everybody who subbed in the last few weeks. It's a privilege to have you guys on the channel, and thanks for all the interactions on the videos and the comments. And if you're new here, drop a like, subscribe, hit those notifications buttons. Now, it's not so long ago, just a few weeks ago, and let me pull this up here. I made a video, reasons why COD will not change. Microsoft will not change anything in COD franchise. Calm down, they will not change anything. Now, Season 1 Reloaded has been pushed out yesterday. I don't have any gameplay. I've got old gameplay, pre-update of Season 1 Reloaded, but I decided not to accompany this video with gameplay. Reason is quite simple. I was so overly frustrated with the game yesterday. Everything is broken. Everything. You can watch the clips from Nero Cinema. All these guys, they have they've got gameplay where they show how bad it is right now. And this is what happens if you hire people not on the basis of skill, but on any other related, non-related gaming shit. You should hire people based on skill, not on whatever political activism horseshit as a corporate you're occupied with. And if you just watch a picture of the development team of Sledgehammer or any of the other guys, you know what's going on, you know? This is what happens if you just don't care. It's also the exact same thing that happened back when Vanguard was released. We haven't heard from Sledgehammer for about 5 months. During the Christmas holidays, they just went silent, and after 5 months, they pushed out a Season 1 Reloaded, and it's exactly the same bullshit. This is what happens if you do not have the skill to develop software as it should. Microsoft is a software company. Yes, they're developing hardware, the Xboxes, but by its core, Microsoft is a software company. And if you pay so much money to take over Activision and the Call of Duty franchise and all its developers, my first initial process would be to take over control, to make sure that everything you pour out under your responsibility is top class, Champions League processes, updated and updates, whatever, you know. Okay, fine. That there is issues about skill-based matchmaking or whatever discussions that are currently going on about the Call of Duty franchise. You don't want to enlarge that with constantly continue down the road of bullshit. And the Season 1 Reloaded broke the entire game. And if you have any knowledge of software development, the one thing that comes to mind is Q&A, quality and assurance. As soon as you have an update, you test the hell out of it. And yes, of course, you know, games are complex with online capabilities nowadays. I fully get that. So you will always have unforeseen glitches in the matrix or random things that code does. Fantastic. Great. But the majority of the bugs, issues should be filtered out before you pour out an update. And they just didn't. They didn't go through a quality and assurance testing process. They didn't. They just created the update and pushed it out. And to be fair, you know, the content of Season 1 Reloaded, from a glance when it was announced, looks actually pretty decent, right? I'm not going to lie. It looks pretty decent. But if you see what it did to the game, it completely destroyed Modern Warfare 3. It's unplayable, period. It's unplayable. And now we're getting into the situation where my video on the reasons why it will not change makes more sense than ever. Microsoft didn't take control over this process. Microsoft just bought a game, bought a franchise, bought a company with its development team, and then just let it happen. This is the state with this franchise we're in right now. People were persuaded to buy a $70 DLC sold as a full-priced game. It's DLC sold as game. And even the updates are just completely and utterly broken. It's unacceptable. We've reached a point with Call of Duty that it's everything surrounding this whole franchise proves that it is not, and I repeat, not a triple A game anymore. It's not. It used to be, but it's not. If you're not even able to have a good Q&A process in your updates and you pour this out, you accompany a game with lies and misleading statements, the most advanced Call of Duty, unprecedented amount of support. When you pour out a single player game with Modern Warfare 3 like this, you don't give a rat's ass. You just don't care anymore. And as soon as you stop caring and pouring this shit out, then you're not a AAA studio, you're not a AAA game. I don't care what the budgets are and what your sales figures are. The sales figures don't mean quality. There is enough horse shit on this planet that's being sold for millions and millions, but we all know that it's not AAA, not Champions League quality. It's not. And this goes for Call of Duty as well right now. Call of Duty is not a AAA game. Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, under the umbrella of Activision, are not AAA developers anymore. Raven Software just tweeted out, it does not meet our standards, this updates. It does. Stop lying. If you tweet, if you make a public statement that the update and that some things are being pulled from the update, I think rank play is not live at this point because the update does not meet your standards. It does meet your standards, because if it didn't, then don't pour it out. In the Q&A, in a good Q&A process, the majority of these bugs, itches, glitches, or bullshit would have been filtered out, and you didn't do it. And this is the state we're in. We're giving money every year to a company that doesn't freaking care about you. And Microsoft just stands there and let this shit happen. This is why COD will not change and Microsoft will not change anything about this franchise. It is a pure and utter disgrace on what is happening right now. It is a disgrace for the community. It's a disgrace towards the company. It's a disgrace for this franchise, for everyone involved that loves this franchise. To be fair, the last few weeks, we're actually investing a lot of time in Resurgence. We actually like it. We're actually having fun. Multiplayer is just a sweat fest, and I think I'm going to work on a video where I'm going to make a proposal on how we should now form this franchise for Microsoft and Activision, all the developers to consider. I know I just got 531 subs, but if somebody sees that, just consider it. I'm working on that video right now, and things need to change rapidly. This is unacceptable right now at this point. So, guys, this was just a short video. I just wanted to pour out my frustration about where we've landed with this franchise and with these companies that are responsible for it. It's completely unacceptable, and start hiring people based on skill instead of, I don't know what kind of political activism agenda you have got going on there and what kind of meetings you have about whatever. Start working on software and shut the fuck up. And this is completely, utterly unacceptable. Guys, just a rant. Back to normal life, back to real life. If you know it, drop a like, subscribe, hit those notification buttons. And I'd love to hear what you think about this, the state of Call of Duty, and with this Season 1 Reloaded update. Are you playing? Are you not? And what's your opinion on that? Movement 6 out.